So let's just immediately get into it and start analyzing the Yami no Mi showcase. And the first move we have is the black hole. The black hole is basically a move which sucks everything in the surrounding people, and as you can see on the screen right now, it's just pushing them onto the ground. I don't know what the move is called. It's similar to the Kraken, what's it called, Kraken Great Sword, where it I forgot what the move is called, but like the move Kraken Great Sword have where everything gets pushed around. It's like a black reskin of that. The second move we have is the Cruel Burst, which is a move where the user sucks in the person into his hand, and it pulls you in, and then it punches you. Just like he did to Ace in One Piece. If you remember that scene where he pulled Ace in with his fruit and with his dark fruit, and they just punched him with his hand. That's what Cruel Burst is. The third move for Yami is the Abyssal Form, which is the flight. You can see on the screen right now, and basically this fly, what it does is that it number one reduces 50% of the damage you take while in that mode where you're flying, I guess. So if you ever get hit in flight, you will always take 50% less damage, and then the flight is kind of slow, surprisingly. Hopefully it doesn't take a lot of stamina, because that's kind of like pointless, but if it does take barely no stamina, then it's a good flight, but it's kind of slow, to be honest. Black Vortex is the next move you have after the flight, and basically what Black Vortex does is that it pulls you in. It's just like the Cruel Burst, except it doesn't have a punch at the end, so all it does is pull them in, does a lot of damage. I don't know how much damage it does, but it does damage when it pulls them in. It's similar to the black hole, except you pull them towards you instead of pulling them towards the ground, if you understand what I'm trying to say there. And for the fifth move, which is the Dark Liberation, one of the more iconic cooler moves of the Yami, where he pulls everything towards him. He pulls the ground, he pulls random stuff on the ground, stores it, and then shoots it out, just like in the anime, except that time he sucked in an entire village, by the way. And basically it's very similar to the Mochi punching thing, I think, where he shoots out a bunch of punches. This is just where he throws out a bunch of dirt, I guess, I don't know. And so we get to the last move, the Black Star, which is basically a black version of the Mera ultimate. I forgot the name, the Emperor, maybe Flame Emperor, I forgot what the name is, but it's a smaller version of that. It's a small dark ball. I don't know why they made it small when it's pretty big in the anime. You know, it was similar size to the Mera, so I don't know why it's smaller than the Mera in GPO. Don't know what he's thinking that he should make it a lot bigger. In general though, this ult looks good. I don't know why it's so small. Like, a lot of these moves should be a lot bigger. They look very small. I don't know what he was thinking while making the Yami. He should make them a lot bigger. Like, in terms of size, the fruit, like in terms of the abilities, they all look good, but they should be resized definitely, because not only they just look so small, it looks very weak. Like, if his ultimate is like half the size of Mera's ultimate, like when it's literally equal in the anime. Like, I don't understand why that makes sense. I don't know why he did that decision right there. Regardless though, that's the entirety of Yami. Overall, I will say I'm disappointed, because I'm not disappointed. I just expected it to be, you know, slightly more anime-like, if you understand.